Hallo Leute, welcome to today's lesson, and in today's lesson we are going to look at lesson 9, whereby we shall be looking at numbers from 0 all the way to 20, and in numbers they are called Zahlen in Deutsch, and in this lesson we shall be learning numbers from 0 to 20 in German and understand how they are formed. The first one we have a 0, we have null, 1, we have eins, 2, we have zwei, 3, we have drei, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Then we have 8, acht. Then we have 9. Then we have 10, sen. Then we have 11 is elf. Then we have 12 is 12. Then from 13 we have a different way of reading them, and when you are reading a number from 13 all the way to 19, you first start with the last digit, then you read all of it. Like in this case for 13, as you can see, 13 is a combination of 3 and 10, and you start by reading 3, then you go to 10. As you can see, remember, 3 is read as dry and 10 is read as sen. So when you combine dry and sen, you have dry sen. So that's 13, you start with the last digit, which is 3, then you combine it with 10. So we have dry sen. So dry plus sen, we have dry sen. Same case to 14. As you can see, 14, we have a combination of 4 and 10. And 4, remember, we read it as fear. Then 10, we read it as sen. That's why we have, remember, number 4 is fear and number 10 is sen. So fear plus sen, we have fear sen. So 14, we have fear sen. Then the same case too happens to 15. As you can see, 15 is a combination of 5 and 10. And 5, we read it as fünf. Then 10, we read it as sen. That's why we have fünf sen. Fünf plus sen, we have fünf sen. So 15 is fünf sen. Now, that's the pattern we use for reading numbers from 13 all the way to 19. And when it comes to 16, 16, you will drop the S that is in 6. Remember 6 in Deutsch, we read it as sechs. But when you're combining it with sen, you drop the S, so it will be sechsen. So 16, it is not sechsen, it is sechsen. So 16 is sechsen. Then when you come to 17, also you are going to drop the, remember 7, it is sieben. So when you are combining it with sen, you are going to drop the en. So that you can read it as zibsen, not ziebensen. So it will be zibsen. So 16, remember, it is sechsen. Then 17, it will be zibsen. Then 18, it will be achsen. Then 19, it will be neunsen. Then the last one, or 20, it will be zwanzig. So special cases for 16 and 17, where for 16 you just drop the S in 6. Then when you come to 17, you just drop the en in 7. Remember 7 is a sieben, so you just go ahead and drop en so to become a zibsen. Then for 18, it will just remain the same, which is achsen. 19 will also remain the same, which is neunsen. And lastly 20, it will be zwanzig. Now, having done that, that marks the end of today's lesson, and that is the foundation of numbers. So be serious on this and be keen on this, because when you understand numbers, it will be easy for you even to say you are handy normal. It will also be easy for you to tackle which is hours. So be keen on numbers, And today's marks the foundation, and today we have been looking at tile 1, which is part 1 of numbers, whereby we have been looking numbers from 0 all the way to 20. So in the next lesson we shall be looking at numbers from 20 all the way to 100. Then the other lesson we shall look at from 100 plus to miliarde. Miliarde, it is billion. So that's all for this lesson, and it is my hope that you have grasped something in today's lesson. And like I've always said, like spare like 5 minutes of your time. And remember, 5 is fünf Minuten. Minuten means minutes. 5 minuten means 5 minutes. Spare like 5 minutes of your time, go through on what you have just tackled, and practice on the same, because practice make it perfect. And also don't forget to support this YouTube channel by subscribing, like and share the content with your friends. So that's all for this lesson. Let us meet in the next lesson, which will be lesson 10. And that's all for this lesson. Tschüss, bis bald, bis morgen.